which type of house you should buy that will generate you handsome passive income without worrying about void. Here's the thing, there's so many people that are looking to invest in properties, but they're really worried about the return as well as what sort of money they would make from their investment. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what sort of houses to buy in order to make over £1,200 a month without actively working for that money. If this is sort of videos you like, watch this video until the end. So in order for you to be able to make passive recurring and better return on your investment, you need to know what sort of properties to buy. Not just what sort of properties to buy, but which area or city are you going to invest. So in order for you to buy the best cash flowing property that gives you better return on your investment, as well as give you a greater capital appreciation, basically you need to find a patch. You need to know whereabout in the UK you like to invest. So once you've determined whereabout you want to invest in the UK, the next thing to do is to find out what sort of location within your patch you need to start looking for properties. So once you've determined that location, you need to kind of pinpoint that location and you go out there looking to buy houses. The second thing to look for is demand. So if you pinpoint that area, what is the demand? What is the rental demand, as well as what the capital appreciation in that specific location? The third thing to do is to look for old, boring, dilapidated 3-bedroom, 2-reception room house to buy. Once you've seen that house and you're interested in buying it, you go through the normal purchasing process by negotiating, hopefully buying that property at a discount, and then working with your architect to find out if you're able to convert that property from a C3 to a C4. You may be wondering what is C4. C4 is basically a HMO. It's to kind of convert the property from renting it to a family to renting it on a room by room basis on a house of multiple occupation business. In other words, in order for you to be able to rent the property room by room basis. Once the architect confirms that you are able to convert that property from a 3-bedroom to a 6-bedroom HMO, then you dive into the first thing, to converting the property into a 6-bedroom HMO property. This is where the important part takes place. So make sure you renovate the property to a higher standard that meets building regulation standard as well, to ensure that it is appealing and basically not lots of those properties in that specific area. Hopefully you know what you're doing, you've converted that property and you've done it really nice. Let's now look at the figures. Assuming that now we have done the renovation, we've set the property up, and we are now going to rent it. And in this example, I'm going to share what I did to one of our properties. So this property was a 3-bedroom house, 2-reception room. Obviously we did the work, we converted it into 6 bedrooms. So in this example, let's say we did the property up and now the property came back at about £250,000 and we've got about 75% mortgage on the property and we are paying about maybe 6% interest rate. As we all know, interest rate has gone up significantly, and we are going to rent the property for £90 per bedroom. So let's look at the figures. So suppose we've got 6 bedrooms here and we're receiving £490 per bedroom. So that will give us £2,940 per calendar month. Because we own the property, obviously we've taken it on a mortgage basis, we'd have to pay our interest towards the loan. So suppose the property worth £250,000, £250,000 times 75%, which is the loan the bank has lent us, and obviously times the 6% interest rate. Okay, and we're going to divide that by 12. That then gives us £937.50 per calendar month. That's what we pay for the loan the bank lent us. That is the interest we pay on the 75% of the value of the property. Let's say basically we spend about, because when you're doing HMO, in most cases you pay for the utilities as well. So in this example, let's say our utility is £100 per month, and gas £100 per month. Water, let's say maybe water is about £60 per month, and we have our council tax. For this property, our council tax is about £143.50. Wi-Fi £35, and it's vitally important also we have cleaners for our properties, because if the properties don't get cleaned, guess what, when one of the rooms becomes empty, you will struggle to rent it. So we budget for this property about £80. And maintenance is also important. It's always good to put some money aside just in case something goes wrong. Because we've just renovated the property, so we budgeted about £50 in this. And then obviously you've got your TV license, so it's very important to pay for your TV license because obviously you'll be installing TV in the property. You don't want TV license to be sending you letters saying you haven't paid for your TV license. So let's project that to be about £13 per month. And because we own the property, we are obliged to pay insurance. And again, insurance in this property would be about maybe £40 per calendar month. So looking at that now, we are making an expense of £1,559. Looking at this, if you minus £1,559 from the £2,940, this property generates us £1,380 every single month without actively getting involved, without actively working. And this will give you a net profit of £16,570 a year from one single property. You may be thinking, how do you get into this sort of properties? How can you acquire properties like this? The best way to acquire this sort of properties, number one, is to get someone to guide you along the way to help you look for properties like this, and obviously going out there looking for properties like this. There are disadvantages as well in this. So maybe one of the rooms may be vacant. It may require a higher initial investment. As you can see, the return you make is absolutely amazing. Here's the important part of doing things like this. This sort of strategy, the HMO strategy, is a recession-proof strategy. Here is why. It's because when things goes bad in an economy, someone who's living in a 2-bedroom house or 1-bedroom flat or 2-bedroom flat, guess what? They will downsize to renting 1 bedroom in a shared house. Or people that are struggling in their relationship, that are really worried that the relationship is gonna become a violent relationship. Guess what they do? They look for houses that are shared houses that they'll be able to live there temporarily until they find themselves a permanent accommodation. So I really hope this video has been helpful, and you have seen what sort of potentials are there in investing in properties and what sort of properties you should be buying to generate you massive return on your investment. If you like this video or any of my videos, hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing the next video.